Hey there everyone, this is Jeffrey with Killaskila Gaming and welcome back to Silent Hill F. New game plus, of course. We last left off with our first experience in Fogtown, and we are now about to embark on our first experience at the Dark Shrine. So let's get to it. I have a lovely energy drink here. Because it is still a little bit early for me, not super early, but early for recording. It is 3:16 p.m. for the record. All right. This will be our first puzzle since I did the difficulty up. So there is an Amamori I missed here from the first playthrough. There is two new game plus access things. An Ema, I believe, and one of the Inari-sama boxes. So we gotta get out of this room first though. Oh, and there's a miscellaneous trophy that I missed here early on. If you can get through this area without getting hit. By the weird liquor-like enemies, then you get a trophy for that. Kudzu, respected by all and a leader of the people, was wed to Pine. That's not how that works with Plum, loved by all and always at the center of any group, was wed to Bamboo. I'm just going to assume this is. And of course, Chrysanthemum, who had no mate, spent their days studying under Kudzu and became known as the Sage of the East. Let the prosperity of our clan be eternal. And I'm assuming that's just part of the puzzle here. Okay, so this is the altar puzzle. I feel like I need to know my plants for this part. What is it with the carcasses? Is that a common thing? Like, do people offer up carcasses to their gods? I think that's kind of strange, but really interesting. Okay, so I should probably read. Oh yeah, I realized, like, after I finished the game that there was a map in the Dark Shrine. For some reason, I didn't think there was a map here. I never realized that. I was like, why would we have a map of a place like this? The more you know. Okay, so how do I pull up the... Yeah, there we go. Kudzu, respected by all and a leader of the people, was wed to Pine. Plum, loved by all, was the center of the group, was wed to Bamboo. And Chrysanthemum, who had no mate, went to their days studying under Kudzu and became known as the Sage of the East. Okay. So does that mean that Kudzu and Pine should be close to each other and Plum and Bamboo should be close to each other? And then Chrysanthemum studied under Kudzu. So maybe Kudzu should go in the back with a partner and then the other three should be up front. So Kudzu's a vine though. Oh, you know what? I wonder if these are kudzu leaves. I know you can consume kudzu, but it just happens to consume every other plant around it. Those could be kudzu leaves if I'm on the right track with that. Okay, so I was thinking, like I said, pairs close to each other, and maybe the chrysanthemum goes on the bottom somewhere, I'm thinking. Let's see. If that's kudzu, if I'm right. And what were the other two? Kudzu to Pine, Plum to Bamboo. Plum to Bamboo. Is it possible that's Plum, and then this is Pine? Unless I need to pair those together somehow, but... Or move these. I could be way off on this. I might just look up the solution because I have a guide pulled up, but I've already done the base puzzle, so I'm not too concerned if I don't get all these on my own. Because I was struggling with the puzzles in this. They're pretty good in terms of difficulty. At least I thought. Because, oh, maybe I was right. I'm gonna look up the solution because I want to know if I was right. Like what, if I got the logic right. I think we just need to run out of here then, if I remember. Granted, things have changed quite a bit, so maybe this is different. I still wish they would have put me in a fox outfit instead of a bunny. Although I do like the throwback to Robbie. Okay, run. You're fine, just keep going. Okay, come on, you're fine. Keep going.
Ohayo. 悪い夢にうなされていたかな。
悪い夢。
怪我はないか。怪我をするようなことは私がする。君は体を大事にしなさい。
ありがとう。
Light.
それでは行こうか。ひなこ。
I totally missed the light. Alright, I think we're just gonna follow him for a while.
どこ?
Yeah, everybody just disappearing on us like they always do.
こっちだ。
誰なの?
足元に注意しなさい。
So I know there's an amamori behind one of these. It's a cat amamori, so is it behind a cat? Like that one? Maybe? I don't know if it's actually behind a cat. Just know it's a cat. It's a cat. It's a kitty cat. It goes meow meow meow. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I actually don't even know how that goes. Somebody got it stuck in my head and like I know little bits and pieces from it. I'm a cat. I'm a kitty cat. That's gonna be stuck in my head again. He has the blue light. The blue light was what was taking away the souls of the creatures. The fact that they have souls is also what adds to my thought that maybe they're people of some sort. But in the ending of the game... Hi, Ken. The ending of the game, though, they said... I don't know if they had like a full body count, but there's like 2 male victims, I think they said. I could be wrong. Beautiful dagger used for ceremonial purposes. The blade has been intentionally dulled, so it doesn't make the best weapon. However, it does seem surprisingly durable. Inari statue's laughing creepily. Creepy. He's just standing there. menacingly. That'll never not be fun. If you know, you know, right? If you know. So there's two locations here that apparently there's a location we didn't have access to, and there's, of course, the box. So new location and a box. Now that I'm aware that there's a map for this place.
ここは何の神社？
I don't know how I missed out on the map. I was watching people play and they're like, oh yeah, just whip out the map. And I'm like, there's a map? I'm like, that transfers over to the Dark Shrine? I'm like, of course there's a map. We already... Why wouldn't there be a map? In like the most mazy of places ever too. Because I was in corridors when I started getting lost. We haven't seen our doll yet, have we? I have it on good authority that the doll's not exactly our friend. Oh, this is the vault, right? Yeah, we gotta open this. That's what we gotta do. We gotta open the vault without getting hit. Yeah, like just... We don't need no pills. Remember, do not touch the red pills. We're not using them. Alright, let's get rid of everything. That's putting a whole lot on my shoulders to not screw this up, right? Just one thing to note, that if you're following me on this journey, and if you're kind of thinking about... I just realized they have the little pill stream on the side. That's interesting. If you have a save file from before fighting the Shiramuku in the first playthrough, there's a trophy tied to each of the boss fights in this, and the end boss does change for every ending, apparently. I noticed there were some boss fights I did not see, and I was like, I'm assuming they're all tied to different endings, because I know there's trophies tied to each. So before you like save over anything from the new game, you might want to make sure you get that boss trophy for the Shiramuku, otherwise you're gonna have to play this all over again to get it. I would have said that earlier if I had thought about it, and I apologize. Okay, so we don't want that. Do we need to investigate? I think that's how we figured out the code, right? Okay. Or maybe it's not.
なんかこれに似た絵を見かけたような。
Uh-huh. I do want to look for supplies, though, while we're here. I just want to be a little bit cautious with the thingies all over. Also... Oh, there's where we go down, I bet. For the new stuff. As I pass into the world of the dead, I pray only that I do not pass through the gates of hell. Please hear my prayer. Oh, is that a document? Yeah, this would have been blocked, right? There you are. Okay, I knew you were going to pop up sooner or later.
なんでここに?
Yeah, I think the doll is tied to some kind of entity. I'm not quite fully sure on how that works. To those corrupted souls who dare encroach upon our sacred land, may you be met with calamity and destruction. The yokai of the carriage had their heads removed, the yokai of the umbrella their arms, and the yokai of the kettle their legs. Only the losses of each shall purify this corruption. So is that our hint for the puzzle? It's the yokai we're trying to find. Umbrella, arms, and kettle. Yokai are ghosts, I do believe, like of samurai or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. I know it's a type of Japanese ghost, though. I really hate these things. They're so annoying. And gross. Don't make noise. No. Okay. I got back. I'm gonna make a backup save. In case I did something wrong there, and we'll race over this after. I don't even remember the riddle. What the thing said. Oh, there you are. Scrap of paper. What a beautiful place this is. Sparkling lakes, fragrant flowers, the melodic chirps of birds singing. This must be paradise, and I would generally agree if it weren't for the monsters. This is kind of a nice place. Why would they make trophies like this? That's just so annoying. Like, make trophies that are fun. Trophies that make us, you know, go and explore new areas or something. I don't like difficulty-based trophies, period. I think... I guess I understand if the game's, like, meant to be difficult, but... Which is kind of weird, because, like, you know, it's like I play a lot of, like, FromSoft games, and it's like, you know, those are difficult games. But even though I play FromSoft games, it's like... The game's already punishing as it is, so... The trophies are never related to difficulty. There it is. Let's go this way. This is marked. Oh yeah, this is one of them. Mom, Dad, I don't think I'll make it home. I just wish I could see you one last time. Mayumi. That's the missing person, right? One that was torn up. It looked like there was a safe spot over there. Shoot. Uh-oh. No, don't come over here. Please, just leave me alone. Oh. Bloodstained letter. For those who have yet to abandon hope, I've hidden the Amamori that protects against evil behind the Ema at. I can attest to its efficacy. However, no power is absolute. You must remain vigilant. Huh. This heirloom belonged to my grandmother, and now I pass it on to you. I do not think I have much use for it now. That must be our cat. It protects against evil behind the Ema at. Does that mean I'm in the right area? I maintain... Ooh. You're a different cat. It was behind a cat. I'm a Mori cat. Greatly decreases the damage taken while dodging. Nice. Okay. Don't you dare come over here now that I just found that. It's coming closer. Shoot. Oh, okay. Now the real question is, how do I get the puzzle one? Okay, it's one of all of these, right? Umbrella, kettle. What was the other term? Carriage, umbrella, kettle. Okay, carriage, umbrella, kettle. I've not seen anything that's resembled those, so. And that's the end of these, right? Yeah, because then the next one's a different... Well, maybe we should go check it out anyway. I can go over to the save spot. Carriage, kettle, on... Ooh, is that new? It looks different than the others.
多分これだ。
Okay.
他の絵も探さないと。
What? That doesn't look like a carriage, kettle, or umbrella. I guess you might say it has an umbrella-ish shape. Please tell me there's some logic behind that. Oh, okay, because it does have the umbrella shape. Okay, I got it. I got it. Okay. So carriage and kettle. And that was the one for over here. Carriage, kettle. What would look like a carriage? What does not look like the others? One of these things is not like the others. One of these things just doesn't belong. I think of Will Graham saying that when he realizes that Hannibal's tampered with a crime scene. One of these things is not like the others. One of these things doesn't belong. I think, what's that originally from? Sesame Street or something like that? Drop it in the comments. Ooh, no, that's the cat. I was gonna say that one does not. Oh. You totally look different.
あと一つ。
Wait, so what do you represent? Are you the kettle or the carriage? I want to say kettle. Okay. I was not expecting that, but okay. Oh, I gotta get past them now. I should really try to get to that safe spot. I think we're okay. Let's get back. Do they use the boardwalks? Just occurred to me that they might not even use those. To whomever happens to read this note, it becomes so easy if you just stop and give up. After all, you're already among the dead. I see it.
Yoshi. 錠前を試そう。
Okay. Would you go away? I have items to look for still. Okay, southeast section. So I'm guessing that's where that little ridge goes. It's probably what he's patrolling right now. Or around it. I think that's over here, right? I don't think he came down here, actually. I think he went to a different location. Inari sushi. Okay. Yeah, this... I don't know if I was able to get down here last time or not, because it doesn't look familiar. Maybe this is the one. We do need all of the Ema in the game, unfortunately. It's not like they have an overabundance of it. Okay, so this way. Because apparently there's only enough for the full upgrades. Oh, there's the tree. Wait, so does that mean I have to... I have to weigh my pros and cons here of sticking around, I guess. I mean, this is pretty early in the game, so it's not like I can come back here and, like, New Game Plus, but... That is the tree. I'm assuming... Oh my god, there's eyes. In the tree. What are you? The sky's all red. Holy creepy, that's... Alright, is there a box behind it? You're the Inari-sama Box, aren't you? Well, that's the brooch giving us that. A perspective on Hiragami. I'm trying to think. Gami, what does that mean? I should know that. That's a common term used in biology. Tales of mortals being wed to gods and spirits can be found throughout every culture across human history. Certainly from the perspective of humans, to tie oneself to a divine being is an undeniable honor. However, if one were to consider the opposite perspective, the divine being is binding themselves to a vulgar life form. What could possibly motivate them to make such a degrading choice? Oh, that's so nice and warm to think of it that way. Countless seasons have passed since I first came to this sacred land of beauty and wonder, and yet even now, if I consider whether I myself am worthy of such an honor, I cannot answer in the affirmative with any confidence. So I must ask myself, what benefit is there to such beings mixing their divine blood with that of low mortals? To be clear, I am overjoyed to be of some use to them. However, I cannot help but wonder. So Hiragami, that's the term we use for like when you create something new out of two things. It's kind of the way I think of it. Because we use that in like plasmogamy, where like cells can fuse their membranes, or karyogamy, where the cell's nuclei fuse inside. And Amamori, a shroomal. Okay. Dodging does not consume stamina while in near-death state. That's a... Okay. Alright, so... Apparently there should be another Ema around here too, though. On this off-beaten path. That's not in the box, like the one we just got. Once we get that, we have everything we need here to proceed. Oh, I bet it's the other path we passed up. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, no. Why? I need to... Oh no, this is bad. This is bad. Ema, yep, this is bad. Let's get out of here. That was not part of the deal. Safe spot. Safe spot. Safe spot! I think we've covered the grounds here. How am I supposed to get away from him here, though? Because I remember I've never seen people get away from them. They're such a pain in the butt. I heard the clanking of those things, and I was like, are you kidding me? We don't need no pills. Stop. Oh, I gotta actually look at the code. Oh shoot. Okay, so I decided to look at the puzzle solution for this because I really don't know how to interpret this or figure it out. I was right. It had to do with the heads, arms, and legs, but I have no idea how the symbols line up. So apparently, the Gemini symbol, the circle with the 2 lines in it on the first one, second from the left, is the head. I don't know how that I don't know how that symbolizes the head. Like I said, maybe that's what the kanji actually means. And are these even kanji? I don't know, to be honest. They look like it just says symbols on here. Maybe they're not even kanji. But then the next one I think is supposed to be the circle with the Y through it. So I was doing the triangle, which is the 4th one from the left. And then the bottom one I think is the serpent. Yeah, with the little serpent with the V under the head. I have no idea how to get those. Like how I'm supposed to know those. So I already saved, so we'll... what was it? This one, right? Make sure I'm pointing it the right way. So I was right. It was somehow supposed to symbolize the head, arms, legs. I just don't know exactly how. Maybe these aren't kanji. Maybe it's something else. I mean, that's obviously a serpent pattern. That's how I would see it. Which, of course, serpents don't have legs. At least most serpents. Because I always think of, like, snakes. But there are variations, like dragon-style variations that have them. I don't know. I don't know how I'm supposed to figure that out. I guess if you know, let me know in the comments. What do those... are those kanji or not? I'm not entirely sure. Let's try this. So we gotta avoid the big guys, right? And I don't remember exactly how this plays out, so let's just try it. Oh. I already got that? Oh, okay. So apparently we did everything. I thought we had to run back without getting hit. I guess we're fine.
受け取ってもらえて嬉しい。淡雪の紅玉より削り出して作った君のための鍵だ。
私のために。
その鍵を稲荷像に。
Yeah, we gotta run. So this is where I thought we were actually gonna have to get away without getting hit. And I was like, how am I gonna pull this off? Like it's so easy to get hit here. Don't trust the fox mask. Yeah. I've been warned not to trust you though. At the same time. Okay, run. Okay, where are we going to? We want to go... Oh, I can't go that way. Okay, run, girl. Look, I don't got the health supplies for this. Oh my, come on. Look, we just gotta get up the stairs.
先ほどの扉は客人を招くためのものだ。だがこちらの扉は聖域へ入ることを許された者にしか開かれない。
私は入っていいの？
もちろんだとも。君を招くために今日がある。まだ少し歩かねばならないが、しばし休もうか。
大丈夫です。
疲れたらすぐに言いなさい。では行こうか。
Was the doll there before your first playthrough? Her bunny ears came off.
しっかりしろ。返事をしろ。よかった。お前は簡単に死ぬようなやつじゃないよな。
シュウはまだ生きてる。
サクコは無事だよな。一体どうなってんだ。街から誰もいなくなってる。これは悪い夢なのか。
どこに行っても化け物しかいない。悪夢以外の何者でもないな。
だとしても幸運だったよ。この世界に残ったのが2人だとして、そのもう1人がお前で嬉しいよ、相棒。
リンコは？
俺はあいつに話があるって言われただけで、別にその。
リンコは無事なのか？一緒に逃げたんじゃないのか？
悪い。俺も混乱してたみたいだ。あの時はみんなバラバラに逃げた。俺もリンコの姿は見てない。
こんな状況でリンコはどこへ？
自分の家か。行ってみようぜ、相棒。
シュウ。
どうした？早く来ないと置いてくぜ。
よし、しっかりしないと。とにかくリンコを見つけなきゃ。
Okay. I think that's gonna be a good spot to close out for this one. I have some additional thoughts on him, but I think I might wait until the next one to talk about it, since we'll be traveling together as much as we are. I think this is also where we're going to get into some stuff that I missed, because I just wasn't thinking about it. But, so we just finished our first section of the Dark Shrine. I don't know if there's too much there that was completely different. At the end of the first episode, he made some comment when we went there, and I don't remember if that was in the original. I guess I'd have to compare some of the footage side by side. But You know, anyways, we got everything we needed for this section. We got the miscellaneous trophy. We got the 2 Emas. We got the Omamori. 2 Omamori, actually. So, was it 2 Emas? Maybe it was just 1 Ema. I don't know. We got stuff. So we got stuff to play with. Which is really nice. So anyways, we will close it out here. Thank you all for joining. And I'll see you all later.